My name is Cliff, and in this video, I'm going to cover 5 reasons why you're failing epically at affiliate marketing or really anything that you're doing in business just in general. So let's just jump into this. Reason number 1 is you're doing and focusing on the wrong things, like getting your page perfect, or getting your videos perfect, or getting your report perfect, or getting this perfect, getting that perfect, or you're focusing just on things that don't really matter, like how to get that animated image to be animated perfectly and centered and all this and all that, instead of just getting things done. There's so many different things that we get sidetracked on, and we spend too much time focusing on the wrong things instead of just getting things done. Now, of course, you want to get things done decently, but you don't need to add this and add that and just do all this unnecessary stuff that you might be doing. You just need to, get the bare basics done, and then if you want to add more later, you can, but don't let adding all this other stuff slow you down from the main thing that you're trying to do. You don't make every single video have, crazy special effects and all this stuff. Just, get the content done, get whatever you're trying to get done, and stop wasting time on perfecting everything. That's one of the issues that slows a lot of people down. Another thing is that you're treating your business like a hobby. People do this all the time, me included sometimes. Sometimes I lose track of this as well. But you need to know where your priorities are. If you spend a lot of time watching Netflix instead of doing your business, that's time wasted that you could be spending on your business. I'm not saying to be business, 20 hours out of the day. I do realize that, sometimes you need a break from things. Everybody does. Some people try to work themselves to the bone, but eventually you're going to experience burnout if you do that. But just keep in mind that you do need to treat this more like a business than like a hobby. That means you need to be trying to work every day toward doing something. Yes, you can take a day or two off here and there, but that's the problem with most people, is they take too many days off. You need to treat this like a business. I hate to say this, but you kind of need to treat it like a job at first. A job that you don't really want, a job that you're willing to work essentially for free for a certain period of time, because you want to escape your job that much. Creating a business is not easy. It's not always sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes you actually do have to do things for free for a little bit to build up momentum, and a lot of people don't like doing that. A lot of people are usually getting paid at the end of the week or whatever. In some cases, things can work out sooner than later, but you still have to treat it like a business. You have to get that serious about it. So that's 2 things. Number 3, a lot of people have unrealistic expectations. They try to do too much too fast, and then they end up quitting too early. They don't take things seriously. Like I said, they don't treat it like a business. They have unrealistic expectations that they're going to make $100 a day because the sales page says so. So, for example, they might think, oh, okay, I need to make $100 by the end of the month, but that sales page says I can make $100 within 24 hours. So when I'm ready to make the $100, I'm just gonna buy the product, do what it says, and I'll be $100 richer in the next 24 hours. And then they get the product and they realize, oh, well, that's not exactly how that actually works, is it? They kind of, some sales pages just flat out lie. Then sometimes people say things that aren't really true, or maybe it worked for the vendor, maybe it worked for the product creator, maybe it worked for some other students that they kind of helped out and gave a little bit of tutoring to. But if you have no experience, then you're probably not going to make $100 in your first 24 hours. So you have unrealistic expectations going into this, and that doesn't help you, along the process. It's going to take time to make this, to make most things that you do work. So just keep that in mind. I don't care what most sales pages say. It's expected to take longer. It could take a week, it could take a month, it could take 6 months to start making some decent money. It could take even longer. It depends on what you're doing, what your skill sets already are, and just a lot of factors that go into it. But a lot of people have unrealistic expectations and think that they're going to make job quitting income almost right away, and that just doesn't work that way. It takes time. Next up is you get caught in a cycle of buying product after product after product, jumping from one thing to the next, because you buy one thing, and then when you don't make it, like I previously said, when you don't make your $100 a day within the next 24 hours or 48 hours or within the weekend or within the next week or the next 2 weeks or the next month, whatever it is, then you think, okay, this doesn't work. Oh, but there's this other product that says something similar but sounds better to me in the moment, so I'm going to jump to that product. And then you jump to that product, and then you then when the newness wears off, you realize, oh, this isn't quite as good as I thought it was. And then you're like, oh, but this other product, looks good, even though you start to follow, even though that you shouldn't buy it, possibly, because you've basically done that same thing a couple times already. Then you start buying product after product after product after product after product after product because the sales copy on the sales page is convincing you to buy it. And you will kind of always face that, and especially in the make money online business, because it's so easy. It can be so easy to fall for. I learned over time to just spot BS sales pages and to spot overhyped stuff that's just not true, because I've been in this business for a while, so I kind of know what to look for. But sometimes there are sales pages that kind of romanticize me into getting them as well. So I know how it is, but I've learned to break the cycle a lot. I know it's tempting when you see that countdown timer on the page, or when you know that the price is going to increase. But at the same time, in some ways you'll end up spending less money on the product even after the price increase. You'll end up spending less money overall on products, even as the prices increase, because the newness will wear off, and then you will end up buying, instead of buying 10 products in a month, you might end up only buying 3 or 5. So even if you pay more for some of those products, getting them at full price, you still end up spending less money overall because you didn't buy as many products. So jumping from product to product is a vicious cycle. A lot of people do it, but that's also you have to keep in mind, each time you get from one product to the next, especially if they're teaching completely different things, you're essentially restarting over from the beginning each time that you do that. So it's kind of hard to make progress when you keep restarting over and over and over. So try not to jump from product to product to product. Try to stick with one product for a while, and try to make progress with one thing at a time. Next, this is my last one. Your mentality. Get away from toxic people. Get away from toxic environments. I know it might be hard sometimes, because sometimes you might have friends that are like this. Sometimes it might be a family that that say, "Oh, that'll never work," because they haven't seen results from your previous attempts. And sometimes it can be hard to deal with, because people don't understand why you might not engage in certain activities. Maybe maybe you get invited to do something and you put it off, or you decline because you want to stay home and work on your business, and people can't understand that because they've seen you working on it and not making money, or not making that much money. And so it's hard for other people to understand. And if they're skeptical, but they still stand behind you, that's one thing. It's as if they support you. Like, look, I haven't seen you have any results yet, but if you think you really make this work, then I stand behind you. That's good support. But they're like, man, that's just a waste of time. That's never going to work. Then those are people that you need to distance yourself from, because that's just not a healthy mentality to be around. So, get away from toxic people. Just distance yourself from them, because if they're not there for you, then they're not really worth having in your life, in my opinion. Luckily, I don't really have anybody that gives me that kind of pushback. People just kind of tell me, well, I don't really completely understand what all you're doing with your business endeavors, but I wish you luck. So I had the fortune of not having like a lot of toxic mentalities around me. Because if I did, I would spend more time in my business anyway, and then I wouldn't end up spending that much time with those people regardless, and then our friendships and relationships would just kind of fall to the background. So get away from toxic people. If you're surrounded with toxic mindsets in your household or wherever, then go to a coffee shop or go somewhere else and just go someplace where you can clear your mind. And this is kind of like a work from anywhere business. So go to wherever you need to go to get a clear mind, and meditate or do whatever you need to do. Go to a park, relax, but just try to stay away from toxic people. Try to stay away from that kind of environment, because it will influence you over time. And that will also help you out. So that was all 5. Yep, that was all 5. So with that said, I hope this video helped you out. If you are serious about affiliate marketing and want to take your affiliate marketing to the next level, or if you're new, then if you want to get into it the right way, and if you're willing to put it to work, then I'll have a link. I'll have a link below this video. Go check that out. And that's to probably my top recommended resource. It's for serious people only, but it will definitely set you on the right path if you're willing to put it to work. With that said, thanks for watching. If you got value from this video, I think you know where the subscribe button on this channel is, somewhere on this video. Feel free to follow me. Check the link in the description box below, and I will see you around in the future, hopefully. Either way, have a good day.